Welcome back to Azure Thought Factory, where strategy meets transformation. In today's episode, we're diving into one of the most vital parts of your cloud journey, the govern phase. Establish governance practices of the Microsoft Cloud Adoption Framework. You've migrated workloads. Your teams are deploying resources. But here's the question. Are you still in control? If your cloud adoption lacks guardrails, it can quickly spiral into risk, cost overruns, and even compliance nightmares. Let's fix that. Let's talk governance. Shreya, Cloud Program Manager. Governance is the ongoing discipline of managing risk and compliance in the cloud without slowing down innovation. Exactly. Imagine a rapidly growing city. If you don't have traffic lights, signs, or speed limits, what happens? You get bottlenecks, accidents, chaos. Cloud is no different, and we've seen this happen in the real world. A major UK-based retailer scaled fast on Azure. Really fast. But within months, teams were deploying services without central approval. Data ended up in non-GDPR compliant regions. Azure bills skyrocketed because of oversized idle VMs. They had cloud velocity, but no governance maturity. This triggered a board-level intervention, and the govern phase became their North Star for recovery. By applying Microsoft's governance guidance, they embedded cost control, security, and policy enforcement into daily operations. Let's start where all good governance starts, with people. Build a cloud governance team. Governance is a team sport. You'll want key players from security compliance, IT operations, finance architecture product, and business units. When Contoso moved its electronic health record system to Azure, they formed a governance team. The CISO ensured NHS and GDPR compliance finance, modeled budgets and cost constraints. Architects enforced consistent tagging, and business owners gave feedback on performance needs. They met every 2 weeks, not just to govern, but to build shared accountability. Assess cloud risks. Next comes risk assessment, because you can't govern what you don't understand. Start with the CAF Cloud Risk Matrix. Focus on cost risks, overspending or untracked resources, security risks, open ports, weak encryption, operational risks, policy drift or unmanaged services, regulatory risks, GDPR, HIPAA, ISO 27001A, factory-deployed IoT solutions in Azure. But one developer left an API exposed, and it triggered a DDoS attack. Raj, security head. We hadn't defined our threat surface. Our risk assessment revealed identity and network gaps we'd overlooked. Governance helped them move from blind spots to prioritize mitigations. Document governance policies. Policies are your playbook, and every good play starts with writing them down. Use native Azure tools like Azure Policy to define and audit resource behavior, Azure Blueprints to package standards for deployment, BICEP or ARM templates. For consistent infrastructure as code financial services company. They implemented region locks to UK South, UK West, required tags for all deployments, public IPs were denied on sensitive resources, encryption at rest was mandatory. These weren't just IT rules, they aligned with ISO 27001 and internal audits. They even integrated policies into DevOps pipelines to deliver compliance as code. Enforce governance policies. Now that policies are defined, it's time to enforce them. But remember, enforcement isn't about control, it's about enabling safe innovation. Use tools like Azure Policy with deny, audit, and append actions management groups for business unit level scoping, RBAC and PIM, to control access and privilege elevation. A university was deploying AI models using GPU VMs, But some faculties deployed the most expensive SKUs by mistake. With enforcement, unapproved VM sizes were blocked. Real-time alerts notified department heads of cost thresholds. Faculty IT lead. This gave us freedom with responsibility. We still innovate, but we stay financially aware. Monitor cloud governance. Continuously governance isn't a checklist. It's a living system. Here's how to monitor it. Use Azure Monitor and Log Analytics to track policy compliance, create dashboards with workbooks. Add Sentinel for threat detection. Use Defender for Cloud to strengthen your security posture. SaaS startup with Azure Lighthouse. This startup managed multiple customer tenants. Over time, governance drifted. They created alerts for policy violations, piped logs into log analytics, and even built a Power BI dashboard reviewed by the executive team every month. That transformed governance from a security afterthought to a strategic business conversation. Governance checklist recap. Here's your quick CAF-aligned governance checklist. Build a cloud governance team. Assess and prioritize risk document. Cloud governance policies. Enforce guardrails with Azure-native tools. Monitor continuously and evolve frequently. And remember, governance should reflect your industry, whether it's healthcare, finance, education, or manufacturing. CAF scales to your world. Governance isn't a gate that blocks progress. It's a guiding rail that empowers safe, strategic innovation in the cloud. Got questions or a story to share? Drop them in the comments. We want to hear from you. In our next episode, we'll explore Manage Phase. Maximize the business value with a plan for reliable, well-managed operations of the cloud solutions. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your team. This is Azure Thought Factory. And remember, don't build for the cloud. Build for change.